So after a forced holiday break, the Habs returned for a rematch against our favorite team as Habs fans this year, the Tampa Bay Lightning. Hello, my fellow Habs fans. Welcome back to this week's edition of the Habs Fan Forum. I'm Ben Danku, your host, and here at the Habs Fan Forum, this is where us fans get to have our voices heard. Over the last week, we have not had a lot of hockey. Unfortunately, first of all, the whole NHL being shut down, we had multiple postponed games for the Habs, which is kind of a bummer over the holidays. I love that chill World Juniors, NHL at night. Usually when the games are in Europe and you get to watch in the morning and you're have a coffee, you make a little fire in the fireplace or something sweet like that. And in the evening you have your team, you get to watch some games over the holidays. So normally I'm super psyched for that. Didn't come to be this time. So after a forced holiday break, the Habs returned for a rematch against our favorite team as Habs fans this year, the Stanley Cup final winners, the Tampa Bay Lightning. Oh, gosh, I just hate losing to them now. I know they're so good, and matchup for matchup, we're probably supposed to lose this often, but So they returned for a rematch of the Stanley Cup final in 2021. And while they lost, they gave it away in overtime. It was a great game. They ended up losing 5-4 in overtime. Another heartbreaker where they gave up the lead and then lose it in OT. But so much energy, such a fun game. The Habs came out swinging with a young lineup. I have a question for you though. We had a night of firsts. We had a first NHL point, a first NHL goal, 2 first goals of this season, and 1 first point from a vet in a Montreal Canadiens uniform. 5 firsts. See if you can name who they are down below. That said, and not giving away any hints here, you can check out the full game details at allhabs.net. They have a game recap there, and they'll give you the full in and out of the game. Before we continue, just a quick word from our sponsors. The Habs Fan Forum is proudly a part of Rocket Sports Media and the Hockey Podcast Network. So we are sponsored by DraftKings, and right now, in the swing of hockey season, if you are a new user and you download DraftKings Sportsbook, all you have to do is place down a bet of $1 and you get a free $100 of betting credits as long as you use the promo code THPN and at least one team scores a goal, which is probably going to happen. If you don't have DraftKings Sportsbook in your state, that's okay. You can still use the promo code THPN on sign up, and they'll give you some great free cash prizes. Alright, back to this week. Now, I had some fun. This game had so much energy in it. Wow, that Pezzetta rush. And we know what Pezzetta is. He's a great, fun player. He's playing on that fourth line. He's doing a great job filling in right now on a very injury-depleted team. He actually made the team quite early, but that rush of him kind of taking it to the net and just bringing it deep and then putting that puck out in front for Vademo to finish that goal. He handed that on a platter for Vademo with some hard work, and that was just a great play to watch. On the flip side, wow, Braden Point is just so good. Every time I watch that player, I'm like, oh, it'd be nice to have him on our team. He's such a good player. He's fast, he's skating smooth, he puts the puck in the back of the net. He was a danger all night against the Habs. I think he got 2 goals, maybe more, in assists, but another productive night for when you watch him, you're like, yeah, you're a top 10 player in this league. Now, I know they lost, but these are the games I love right now. We know we're not making the playoffs. I know it's forced because of all the injuries, but this young lineup, did you see the change in energy in the game? The excitement, the way they kept pushing forward and onward, the back and forth goal exchange with one of the best teams in the league, looking like they didn't back down. Youth, energy. We need to see this the rest of the year. I hope they find a way to strategically keep a lot of these developing players in the lineup as these injuries, as these players return from injuries, because this was a fun game, even though they lost it in overtime. Now, if we'll just stop giving ice time and like power play time to these players who don't, like, they're not going to be NHL regulars, and they're not anything that we need to develop and work on. So they're just bringing away time from other players. Like, I'm not going to name any names, but Belzile, Paquette, Dauphin, like, these players aren't going anywhere, and we're giving them premium ice time. I think I saw somewhere on the Rocket Sports Media Slack channel that Belzile had like the 4th most amount of like power play time ahead of Paling, ahead of Gallagher. Like, I don't think he's ever scored a power play goal in his NHL career. Why is he there? Frustrating, but c'est la vie. All right, I'm just gonna end with the World Juniors. What a major disappointment. I just love World Junior hockey. It's really too bad. I know we did get to see them just absolutely crush Austria, and a fun, while kind of lopsided as well game. They gave them some life in that first period when they played Czechia, but at least we got 2 games in. I really don't know why they were doing the auto L for the forfeited games, but at the end of the day, no matter where you stand and what they should have done with the tournament, obviously it wasn't executed properly because we don't get to watch the rest of the tournament. It's canceled. Like I mentioned in my last video, this is my favorite hockey of the year. I love watching these kids play. It's really just too bad. All right, that's it for this week's episode of the Habs Fan Forum. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please like down below, subscribe so you can get future content, and comment below. Let me know if you can answer my question of the week with a week of firsts. Who are the first goals? Who had their first points? And all that fun stuff. You can go to allhabs.net for the best Montreal Canadiens content and follow all Habs for Montreal Canadiens coverage. Thanks again for watching, and finally, woo! Go Habs go, baby!